get a paper cut from like this. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a book tag inspired by a TikTok or BookTok trend. But first, let's get to the calendar. Yeah, last week we had these hot air balloons, and this week, oh, that was the wrong way. Long time no see, but still can't do this. Anyway, this one says, don't forget to turn around at least once on your journey and enjoy the view. So I guess that's just, and we had this guy. I think it's a guy, could also be a girl or a non-binary person, who cares. We have this human, yeah, we have, and I guess it's just about like, don't forget to live in the moment. You don't always have to rush through it all, you know? It's a good quote and I like it and it's amazing. Anyway, if you haven't seen this trend, where have you been? Where have you been? I'm sorry, but like, really, you've been living under a rock? It is inspired by the bookshelf check. I guess that's where they're like, show me your did, show me your that. So this is what we're gonna do. But I added some, so we have bigger stack of books. That's gonna be fun to read in the description. Anyway, let's start. First prompt is the newest book on your shelf, and that is Circe. I love this cover, it's so beautiful. Yeah, love mythology. Haven't read any of my mythology books because that's the life of a mood reader. And now I'm also a singer apparently. But yeah, Circe is the newest book on my physical TBR. The next one is your biggest book. And I know this author is cancelled, but I'm just gonna be honest about all the books I own. That's where we are. The 5th Harry Potter book is like 700 something pages. That is the biggest one I have. And I am very happy that I own this, because otherwise I'd have to show you New Moon. And that's the only Twilight book I have. It's the second one. I'm never planning on reading it, but my brother got it from me for from a second-hand store. And was like, it sounds like something you usually read. And I'm like, yeah, great, I know what this is, but I'm not gonna read it and I'm not gonna tell you that. So that would be critical. Boom. The next one is the prettiest book, and I have 2 answers because, you know, this is a historical fiction called An Artist of the Floating World. Do I have to explain why this is the prettiest book? Or one of them? This beautiful ombre thingy going on with the orange details, it just fits so well. It's the 30th anniversary edition. It takes place in Japan after the Second World War, and they're rebuilding the country. Yeah, beautiful book. The next book is my Danish copy of The Hobbit. I don't have one in English, but this is in Danish. Like, the shiny title, the art style, it's just beautiful. And I tend to really like book covers where there aren't, like, you know, the small ratings from magazines and other authors and stuff, and this one doesn't have that, so I'm very happy about that, and it's beautiful. The next one is your shortest book, like in height. This is Honeymoon in Paris. It's a romance by Jojo Moyes. It's really small. This is normal paperback height, and then we have this. This is different, you know? Haven't read it. Anyway, the next one is your weirdest book, and you might think, oh, she's gonna shout out the Kangaroo Chronicles like she usually do. No, she's not, because she doesn't have that book on her shelf at the moment. It's still borrowed out to her boyfriend. But I very much thought about doing it anyway. So I thought I'd give another book the spotlight. This one. A Cat's Confessions. What your sweet little fluffball actually thinks about you. Do you get the vibe? It's from a cat's perspective. Like, how is this not weird? I got it for Christmas. It is in Danish though, but you can see there's like different like pages. Some of them are filled and some of them aren't. And then there's some kind of like this one that kind of just chilling. Can't wait to read this book. It's a quick read anyway. And the next book is your earliest published book, and I have Journey to the Center of the Earth. My brother got this for me. I actually want to read this though. I think I've never really read that much about it. Yeah. It's from the 1800s, and I was like, I probably don't have one that's older than that. Next one is the best book on your shelves, and that is a difficult question. But right now I am rereading The Wall, and I love it. I loved it when I read it last year during the reading rush. I love it right now. So obviously that's gonna be the first one that comes to mind. Guys, read this. It's an amazing dystopian. It has great commentary to the society we live in today. It's just amazing, you know? Read it, please. I love the writing style and narrative, and it's just fun to read. Like, he has these concrete poems where it's like, yeah, you can see this is a Christmas tree, right? And then it says, a poem about a tree in the shape of a tree. In this case, a Christmas tree. Not a very convincing tree and not a very good poem, but it's not trying to be a deathless masterpiece. It's just to show the idea. Yes? You get it? So like, it is a poem that in the physical form looks like what it's about. It's cool. It have some of those. My favorite is personally this one that just says concrete like over and over again. Anyway, please read it. It's amazing. And it has some amazing plot twists as well, and you just keep on getting surprised. I love it. Please read it. And then the next one is the smallest / shortest book in pages. And that is this one. It has like around 30 pages. You might have seen it for one of my vlogs. Yeah. It's just from like... Yeah, it's difficult. It's two animals being made into one, and then that is the book. It's a children's book, like we're talking 7 years old, but I loved it when I was a kid, so when we found one that was cheap, we got it. Yeah, the next one is the latest published book, and I roamed my bookshelves so hard because I'm not one to anticipate like new books and stuff like that, because I don't know what the fuck is going on at all. But I found this, and it's from 2020, and I just kind of was like, you know what? I'm not gonna find one from 2021, so this is the latest published book I have. It's called Letters of Note, Cats. I guess it's about cats. I don't really know. Do I want to know? No, not until I read the book. Which is probably gonna be never, but let's not talk about that. And the next one is your tallest book. Oh. Can you get a paper cut from like this? Because then I think I might just get that on my cheek. Anyway, again, cancelled. But yeah, I want it to be... It's about like the film magic in the wizarding world, both about fantastic beasts, mainly the first one. I don't think there's anything from the second one, and then the Harry Potter movies. It was nice, it was fun reading it. Oh, and I got like Death Eater masks. Ah. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just being weird. Oh my god, I'm such a pick-me girl. I'm not like the other girls, you know. Well, I'm not, but that's because there is no the other girls. We're all just like different. So anyway, the next one is the ugliest book, and I have two competitors here because what is this? Why does this look like a collage a 3-year-old could make? like your first grader coming home and being like, Mom, look what I made, look what I made. And then this mom has to be like, yeah, it's so pretty, honey. I'll hang it on the fridge. And then it walks out and then, oops, I accidentally spilled water all over it. I guess I have to throw it out now. Okay, maybe that doesn't happen because most parents aren't like, you know, like that. But the point is, it's very, very ugly. The next one is this one. Do I even need... What are these black squares doing there? Like, they are so... They're just ruining all of this, and even without them, it'd be ugly. Like, the premise of this book is amazing. It's this dystopian book, and it's about a society where, like, everything is just being controlled. Your food, your diet, everything. And like sports. And it has a really interesting premise, but because it's so ugly, I don't think a lot of people is picking it up. Do better. Just do better, people. Yeah. And then the last one is the oldest added book to your shelf. And I cheated a bit because I kind of see it as what started it all. And I do have some books that I got before this one, Divergent, but this is the one that really started my me loving to read and my happiness for reading. So yeah, Divergent started it all. I read the whole series 3 times, and when I had read the trilogy once, I just read it back to back. I was like, I'm gonna read this again because it's amazing. So the first book I'd say is Divergent, and it is definitely also the first book I have on my shelves because the ones I owned before this I'm trying to sell them because they are children's books in a way that I don't want to read them, and I think some girls could get more out of them than I can. Yeah, or guys, but well, that was it for this video. I hope that you will keep reading and have fun, and I will see you next week for maybe a vlog of the Sunshine Readathon, which is happening right now. Let's hope I am reading a lot, because like obviously this is filmed beforehand. Yeah, or maybe something else, I'm not sure yet. Depends on if I want to vlog at all. Well, as I said, have fun reading. See you next week and just have a good time. Bye!